From their mouths to your ears, this is Gaming on Thrones with Phil, Saul, and Rick.
All right, everybody, welcome to Gaming on Thrones episode 11. Today is Tuesday, September 16th, and with me today is my co-host, as always. We have Rage Quit Swag, a.k.a. Saul Cuellar, a.k.a. Naruto Kenpachi.
Yo!
And with me, as always, is Garth, Richard Lamoureux.
Yep.
A.k.a. Slippery Snake.
It's Sticky Snake.
Sticky
Slippery
Snake.
God. All right, let's start over. No, I'm just kidding. All right, so, and you guys always remember to check us out on Rated M Gaming Network. I will post a link underneath the podcast so you guys can check us out and all the other podcasts on that page. Pretty cool, guys. So,
And join our Destiny clan.
Please.
Search KGK.
please join it. Xbox players, join. I need people because I'm on probation.
Dang.
I just got two more for us all, by the way. They just signed up.
Are they for PlayStation?
Yep.
Suck dicks. I am literally paying a friend of mine for doing plumbing work with an Xbox copy of Destiny. So
Hey,
I can play.
Hey,
A friend.
that's good shit. I thought it was most selling. I thought it outsold on Xbox. It did on PlayStation.
In the UK.
Oh, in the UK.
Yeah, and well, I think overall it's like 50%, so it's pretty even. That's good. I've made a lot of friends within the Destiny community and groups on Facebook. But you know, they've got their players that they play with all the time. So a lot of times when I jump on, they're already in fire teams and stuff, and I don't want to be like the fourth wheel because you know you can't have 4 players.
I know, ridiculous.
We'll talk about that in a second. I think it's kind of pointless to ask what you've been playing, but Rick, you're saying there's lots of other stuff. So have you been playing anything different?
Yes, confession. When y'all were trying to get me for this goes to Saul. When you were trying to get me for Strike Team on like Thursday and Friday night, I was I said I was busy, but I was busy in Minecraft.
Wow.
playing with a couple of friends because they just updated to the 1.8 and like a week ago, and I didn't know about it, so I got on there and played around.
So they have sharper pickaxes now.
No, they got more stuff. You can
I have to say, Rick, I'm somewhat interested in this now because I started a new job. Obviously, I kind of told everybody on the Facebook group that my input was going to drop on the site because of it. But I found out that I work with a bunch of nerdy gamers who love Minecraft and love Clash of Clans.
Well, that Clash of Clans is
I don't know, but I love Minecraft. Always talking about it. And
I know, man. I thought the same thing. Everyone else thought, "Oh, this looks stupid, fucking 8-bit." And then you get on there and you realize you can do anything, and you're like, "All right, well, this ain't that bad."
Look, I might have to give it a try.
Yeah, if you feel like it, let me know.
I'll figure it out when I have time. I actually have a backlog of games I want to play, which is surprising. That doesn't usually happen to me.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm very picky, choosy about spending my money and whatnot. So
Yeah, me too. Because Halo Reach is free this month on Games with Gold, and I got to play that.
It.
I didn't have an Xbox at the time, so boom.
It's a great game. So it's a great game, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
The campaign is actually one of the best.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah, it's good.
It was pretty serious.
It's going to be the last one I play in the 360. I
That
think.
cutscene right in the beginning, I got a boner watching that.
Oh, dude.
Whoa, we got boners now?
All right, so guys, we've got. Let me first apologize for missing last week and also coming to you a day late this week. We've just had some conflicting schedules. Last week, Destiny was out. I don't think anybody was doing anything else but playing Destiny. That's all I've seen. I have 12 friends online at any one time. They're all playing Destiny. Maybe one guy's playing like Plants vs. Zombies. And he just didn't get the memo. I don't know.
It's like your 4-year-old cousin or something.
But I just want to hit you guys with some news that kind of came out last week and this week. Before we get into our featurette of the evening, Batman Arkham Knight got a release date of June 2nd. So I believe that's pushed back from original date.
Yeah.
I think it's like 5 months.
14.
Is 5 months? It was going to come out in January?
Well, Saul just said I think it was supposed to be at the end of this month, at the end of this year.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So like 5 or 6 months, yeah.
Okay. You know what though? Like we've talked about many times before, I don't care. Delay it.
As long as it runs good, yeah.
There's
I
tons
agree.
of shit to play this year. Like, we don't need it this year.
No.
June is actually a good date because I'll just be finishing up with probably Shadows of Mordor because I'm not going to probably get it when it comes out, and also Witcher 3, and that'll be perfect timing. So that's actually good. I'm glad. But you guys know it's exclusive in Japan to PS4?
Well,
Really?
I mean, the
Yeah.
4 people that own an Xbox in Japan probably don't need it.
Yeah, in other news today, Xbox One has disappointing numbers in Japan.
Well, we knew that was going to happen.
Yeah, they don't have any games aimed towards them.
I know, but like they made this huge deal out of that. I couldn't believe it. They're like, "Oh my god, this is horrible flop." I'm like, PS4 didn't even do well in Japan. They want games that they can just walk around and play.
Mhm. 3DS.
Yeah, 3DS is huge. Huge, Caroline, huge.
I
People
agree.
that live in this area are going to get that, which is
No, in New York also.
Oh, they got huge up there?
That's where they started.
Whoa.
Yep.
All right. So, back to the news. Dying Light is coming January 2015, which I posted a couple days ago on the Facebook group page. I'm kind of excited about this. I haven't been excited about a zombie game in a while. This one looks pretty cool. We got 2 release dates coming up. Forza Horizon 2 and Shadows of Mordor both coming September 30th. That's right around the corner. Both looking pretty promising. Forza, if you're into racing games, that looks really good. Watch Dogs actually coming to Wii U November 18th.
Yo, we have the technology.
Yeah. Huh? Who's going to do it? Wii U people are like, yeah, we're not going to buy it.
Yeah.
If
They had a soft release a few months ago, and they were like, "Yeah, it's okay."
If we wanted to buy Watch Dogs, we probably would have played it on another platform.
Wow.
Truth, right? Truth.
But Smash Brothers, they got that coming out. So
Yep.
there you go.
Yeah, they don't give a shit about Watch Dogs.
No, they care about Nintendo games.
Yeah.
Nintendo 18. You got my mind on Nintendo. November 18th is my wife's birthday, so shout out to Sage.
Oh, boy.
Yay.
She's turning 25.
Yay.
Again? That's awesome.
Rick, you screwed it up. She's going to kill you.
Yeah, Dick, Richard.
Yeah.
Sorry.
And also, Microsoft buys Mohonk.
Yeah, that's
2.5
huge.
bill.
Yeah. I want to say one thing about this really quickly. A lot of people are concerned about it. 'cause,
Wait. Make it quick. All right.
Okay. A lot of people are concerned about it because, Microsoft is the evil overlord or whatever, and Mojang was just such a small studio that ended up becoming one of the biggest things of gaming this generation. But I think that Minecraft's got to a point where it's big enough that Microsoft really can't fuck with it too much, or else completely screw it all up. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think it'll be okay. And I think it might actually be better because now they'll have more people to
Better
develop
servers.
updates and stuff. And yeah.
Yeah, and talking to again, I mean, me and Saul are not Minecrafters.
Yeah.
So we'll let Richard really handle this. But in talking to some Minecrafters, they were talking about as long as Microsoft doesn't try and overdevelop, then it's fine.
Yeah, and we got to look at like the updates on Minecraft. They'd be like a year in between, like big updates. They constantly update, but the really really big ones that add a whole bunch of new features, new places to go, and everything, those are few and far between.
Mm-hmm.
And to be completely honest with you, the game is still in beta. It's been in beta forever, and because it's constantly growing. So I think when Microsoft puts money to it to develop it a little faster, that might be good. But as long as they don't go crazy, you got Sharp. What was the little dude's name from Microsoft Word with the
Paperclip?
paperclip? Yeah, as long as that thing's coming around, floating around your face all the time, then it should be good. I think Microsoft will handle it. One concerning thing is platform support on like the PlayStation. I think that's probably gonna take a hit, and rightfully so. I mean, if Sony wanted it, they could have gave $2.5 billion.
I don't think that it's going to take a hit. To be honest with you, I think it's in Microsoft's best interest to keep it on all. Because look, if they keep supporting it, people are going to buy it, and that's only going to be money in their pocket.
Yeah, Minecraft isn't bigger than Microsoft in this respect of a business, but it is bigger than Microsoft in gaming.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Yeah.
they can't fuck with it too much, or else
No.
your whole player base is going to disappear.
And I don't think they will. And I know Phil Spencer is not the head of Microsoft per se. He's the head of the Xbox division, which didn't buy it. I mean, Microsoft bought it. But I honestly think they're looking to that Xbox team for that advice.
Yeah.
And I really don't think, since Phil's been so good and he is a gamer, I mean, I don't think he'd let that happen. But, having said that, Microsoft has screwed up in the past, so.
Yeah. I just want to see when the first update comes out if it's exclusive for Xbox for like 6 months or something, because that's what I'm expecting.
I don't think so. I think that would be a mistake.
It would be. I mean, I think it would be a mistake.
Yeah,
too,
I think if they're going to do that, they're going to do that on more third-party titles like they've done with Lara Croft and stuff. I don't really see them positioning themselves there, but maybe you might be right.
Yeah.
Really quickly, to just move past this, what do you think about Notch leaving and what he said when he left?
He was burnt out, man. He never thought this was going to get this big. There's millions of people. It's the most owned game in the world right now. So, I mean, you got people constantly, like, coming to Notch about stuff, and he was just a small developer in a room the size of a house with a couple other people making this. Mm-hmm. And he was just like, listen, it's grown beyond my control, so let someone else have it.
But what about when he said that he's done basically creating, and if he does create something else and it starts to become, the monster that Minecraft, or even is hinted around becoming that kind of popular thing, he's just going to dump it.
Well, I mean, you got to.
Does he just not want the headache, or is he?
I think if you had $2.5 billion in your bank account, you wouldn't do anything much of creating.
Well, I mean, artists create art, though. I mean, regardless of how rich they are.
Maybe he just likes Minecraft so much that he doesn't want to outdo it. Maybe that's his baby, and he doesn't want something else better, even if he does create it.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it was kind of reading.
He's tried to make new games, and it's just the scale of Minecraft just keeps taking it over. So he can't ever finish anything else because he's got to go back to the thing that's putting food on his plate.
It's a lot of food, kid.
Yeah, a lot of food. Good for him, though. Good for him. They did it right. They didn't fuck anybody over in the process, and they gave fans something they truly enjoy.
Yeah, here's to not screwing that up, Microsoft.
Free updates forever once you buy a $20 game.
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I could say that they do right is basically all they do is they listen to their people, they put the tools in the game, and they allow you to use those tools. They don't tell you how to do it. They don't
exactly.
They
let you find out ways that you can trick the game into doing something that it wasn't intended to do. But then when they know about that, they still won't take it out. You can make elevators and shit just by putting stuff together, and that, it's cool. It's fun.
You can make Castle Black.
Yeah.
That was insane.
That was insane, dude. It's nuts, dude. The creativity is just out of control. But anyway.
All right, so we have to move on.
Yes,
because we've got lots to talk about.
Lots to talk about.
We're going to talk about Adrian Peterson beating his children. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, feels.
Who's in a keeper league with that guy? That sucks.
Yeah. Anyways. So, now, gentlemen, we shall enter a world of an uncommon beauty, a rare gemstone, a legendary goddess, an exotic flower, which bears the same name as many strippers on South Beach. Destiny.
Yo.
Did you see what I did there? I used all the different armor sets.
I saw that.
Common, rare, legendary, exotic.
That was good.
Even though I haven't gotten a legendary or an exotic anything yet, please drop.
Really?
Yes. I don't want to talk about it. It's upsetting.
Wow.
I just got my first rare today. That's good. Like I said, I'm only level 15
Get your game up, son.
Sorry, I was busy.
So, quickly, like I said, guys, in the preface to this, don't blow your loads. We're going to get to it. And if I don't, you please chime in. If you have something to say about it, talk about it. Because we've talked a lot about Destiny. This is the episode we're going to really hype it up. And until the DLC or something new drops, we're going to probably be done talking about it for a little while. So, Rick, let me ask you... let me ask Saul first.
Yo, that's me.
Yeah, I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you a couple questions here. Was the hype real?
The hype was real for the fact that a lot of the first-person shooters that I've been playing, this is half first-person shooter, half MMO, if people want to call it that, 'cause some people don't, whatever. But I like it. Like, from what I wanted out of it is it's a good first-person shooter, multiplayer, PvP or whatever, and then the story mode, nobody knows what the hell's really going on, but it is fun to play. I mean, it's fun to go in there and go on, the Earth or the Moon and go through these missions and meet new people. Honestly, a lot of the people in the clan are amazingly cool people. I was really surprised. I'm from the world of Call of Duty where everybody's an asshole.
Yeah.
People in Destiny are not assholes. I think it's the people, who came from Halo and stuff like that. And a lot of MMO players. One guy's just like, I don't even play shooters, but I heard it was an MMO, so I'm trying it out.
Yeah.
So I like it. It's a different audience. It plays well. Yeah, nobody knows what's going on with the story, and that's from a bunch of people. Even if they know when they tell you what's going on, you're like, what?
Yeah.
We're
going to get into that story a little bit later because I think there's more than meets the eye on that, I think. But I feel you on that. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten to play with those people because I am an Xbox player. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I haven't got to play with the same people, but I'm glad that is an experience you're having because I think you're more like me. When you play these types of games, you do play them solo, unless you're playing with friends.
Yeah.
Friends outside of the gaming world. So that's cool. I'm glad that people are having that experience. Sharing is caring.
Mm-hmm.
Rick, let's go to you. Simply answer. Was the hype real? Did it fall short for you?
The hype was real, and I'll talk about why later. But for me, the hype was real. It's been good, and the thing I enjoyed the most about it, which was a concern of mine, is the mechanics in the gameplay is great. I mean, everything's responsive. As a person that doesn't usually play first person shooters with a controller in my hand, I picked it up quickly, and it felt like I was being reintroduced to an old friend that I hadn't seen in a while.
Damn.
Her
you know what I
name
mean?
is Master
Yeah.
Chief.
Yep, and that's what it was. I was like, oh, this is. I mean, it's not Halo. We all know that.
Yeah.
That's fine or
That's
whatever.
a joke.
But it's the jumping. You just standing in the lobby at the tower and just watching everybody just jump around. I'm like, oh, this is like I'm in a multiplayer match in Halo. There's just everyone jumping around like idiots, and it's just little things like that. And I just. Like Saul said, stories, whatever. But the gameplay is there. It's real for me. The hype was real. I came into it with low expectations, just based on the fact I don't play first-person shooters that often. But I've really enjoyed my time with it.
And that's kind of against the grain, I think, the low expectations, because a lot of people. I mean, God, we've beat that horse dead on this show, just talking about hype and what it does for games and developers and all that. But I think that's the world we live in now. The world we live in is these developers and these publishers. That is their job. Their job is to sell you their game. And if it means talking it up to be the best thing in the world, that is their job. It's not our job to suck all that information in and then be disappointed when it's not exactly what we had pictured. So I'm kind of like, I just want to beat that into people's heads because it's just something that's bothered me. But the hype was real for me too, guys. There are things, and I'll talk about, a little bit when I ask you guys the same questions. There are things about it that I would have hoped would be better. But geez, I could say that about everything. Yeah. The one thing I can tell you is I can't put it down. Obviously I have to. I have a 2-year-old, a wife, and I've got a full-time job like you both. I have to put it down, but I don't want to. I want to keep it up. I want to keep playing it. And that's what's getting me. And I think it'll stick with me for a little while. Even if I did put it down for 2 or 3 weeks, I think I could pick it up and be just as happy and be like, okay, let's go on some farming missions and
let's do some runs or whatever.
Yeah, let's do some strikes and all that. And raids just came out today, guys.
I'm not there yet. I'll get my dick kicked in.
I'm not there yet either. I heard the first person that beat it took 12 hours.
Yeah, and they had something like 1,600 deaths or something like that.
12. Who's got 12 hours?
It was a
Not
whole
me.
team. It was, and then Bungie trolled them by saying like, yeah, try it on hard next time. They put
Yeah.
their
Wow.
Yeah.
that's nuts, dude.
I mean, I don't even think if I had the 12 hours that I had that kind of stamina for that.
No, your fucking thumb would fall off.
I would get so frustrated and pissed off. I mean, I bet those dudes got some loot drops though.
Yeah.
Imagine
Yeah, I
going to the Cryptarch after that. To be there for an hour, just
So they played for 12 hours straight,
12 hours, bro.
like shooting
be-
shit and dodging
straight.
shit.
Straight.
To beat the strike, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 1,605 times is how many times the group died doing the first raid.
What?
And the lowest player on their team was a level 26.
What the fuck?
So, do we know the highest light level you can go? Because I've seen 27.
There's people 28 on this clan list.
So, does it ever stop, or is it? There's
I
no
guess-
cap on that.
What I heard was from when the next drop comes, you go to 30 and up.
Oh, okay. So you're just gonna keep going then.
Yeah, but for right now, I think you stay within like the below 30. But after that, then you go to 30, and then after that, and then after that, and then after that.
So
And I think that's how they're going to keep you in. And there is another class coming out, from what I've heard.
Yeah.
See, this is what I was talking about. This is
What?
what I was talking about.
Yeah.
that okay, we'll get into this really quickly before I ask you guys individually what your likes and dislikes are. But in the beginning, when I said I think that Bungie, I told Rick before we got on the air, I told Rick, I said all these reviews that are coming out for this game, a lot of them are mediocre. I don't want to say bad because
it's got a 77 on Metacritic right now.
yeah, I want to say mediocre. A lot of people are giving it a 7, 7.5. Some are higher, some are lower. So they're like, yeah, it's okay. But I think Bungie's sitting back in their chairs and they're like, just wait. Because we told you, they told us that this was an ever-changing world that is going to start by the time you finish it. Did they not say this like every time? Trust me, when you get to level 20 and you start, this is when the game really begins. And it's true. I reached level 20 on Friday night, and now I want to play more than I did before because I want to find these exotic weapons. I want to do these. I would love to try a raid. 12 hours is a little ridiculous, but I want to go on these strike playlists. I want to play the Crucible with my new stuff. I just joined the new Monarchy faction. So, I don't know. I just feel like Bungie's sitting back like, just wait. Because all these people that are doing these reviews, this game is not meant to be played for a month and put down. So let's get to it. So, Saul, you kind of briefly described what you liked about it, but go in a little bit more detail, if you will, about what this game brings to you. Will you play it after Call of Duty comes out?
Oh yeah, definitely. Biggest thing on here is like I only have one shader, and that's for like the Call of Duty Advanced Warfare shader, and it just makes your costume look so badass. And then there's so many more fucking shaders. I think I'm looking like 20 or something right here online. And then the ships that you can get, there's one in there that looks like fucking Megatron.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I need that. But you can't buy it right now because you're too busy trying to find a good gun. And the guns are all so different. Even when you find the same gun, there's different levels.
Yep.
And then there's different perks for it. And you have to have different things to get that. So it's just like, and you don't really want to do it because you don't know if you're going to get something better. And then so you're putting it in your armory or your vault or whatever, and you're looking at that while you're getting new stuff, and you're like, you don't want to overload because you don't want to miss anything. It's very customizable, and it's just like, the customization is awesome. And the thing is like, you want to level up your dude, like I have a Titan, but then at the same time, like, I wonder how badass I can get, a warlock or a hunter to get.
Yeah.
So it's very detailed, and I mean, even if you did like get bored of it before the next drop happens, yo, asshole, there's 2 more classes you can fuck with. So how do you really bitch about that? I mean,
When you think about it, there's 6 classes right now because you have your level 15 transfer that you can go to like a completely different set, and when you do that, you can restart the game with that character.
Yeah.
So,
that's true. That is true.
So I mean, there's all different kinds of shit.
Yeah, because if you create a new character, you can start off at that second subclass.
People want to kill Call of Duty before it becomes Call of Duty.
Yeah.
That's the truth. The only one that people loved there was a first-person shooter was Halo, and then Call of Duty came, and now anything that's like Call of Duty, they just want to fucking butcher.
Yeah, I don't find this to be like Call of Duty at all.
But masses do, or nerds.
Yeah, I don't know. What is there something that you disliked about the game, or something that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fucking story. Fuck is going on? Like, a dude told me yesterday what was going on, and I was just like, I didn't want to. I mean, I just didn't really want to say anything because I didn't get it, so I didn't want to sound stupid. But the guy that was with me was like, still don't know what's going on. He's like, I'm gonna have to go online and watch a video. And the guy's like, I just told you what's going on, and we were both pretty much like, I still don't understand what's going on.
Look, dude.
But you don't want to be mean, so I'm just
like,
I just didn't say anything because I still just didn't know what was going on.
I've heard a lot of wild theories out there, like the Guardians are actually the darkness, and
I heard that. I saw that too.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy stuff out there, and that's why I said, Saul, I think this game, like, I know that the campaign is done, and we got DLC coming and stuff like that, but I actually haven't finished the campaign. I think I just got through Venus. I've just been too busy trying to farm and get stuff, but yeah, I think that it's only the beginning, and I think the second 2 games coming out are just gonna kind of, when you how when you make a movie and you made it in 3 parts, in like Lord of the Rings per se,
and
like maybe one of those movies isn't as good because it just can't tell you the rest of the story.
Yeah,
I'm kind of thinking that's what this is, and unfortunately, you should still try and make it good enough to be like, oh, that was solid. There's more coming, but that was solid. So I kind of get that vibe from it. But anything else you dislike, or is just the campaign missions?
I didn't like at first. If you're not level 20, you're getting iced on Crucible. But the more you level up, it's better.
So the balancing doesn't really work too well.
At first.
Yeah, I agree. Rick.
Yeah.
Give me some reasons why you really enjoy it and why you will continue to play.
Well, first of all, let me say I have a theory why a lot of people aren't enjoying it. And that is because they didn't understand fully what Destiny was supposed to be before it came out, even though Bungie told them all.
Mm-hmm.
They just thought it was a first-person shooter. And obviously, I think it's an MMO or a loot game with first-person shooter gameplay. That's all it is. The point of the game isn't the story. The point of the game isn't, kill streaks and shit like that. The point of the game is that next drop. That's the whole point. And that's the point of, like I was telling Phil, that's the point of why I spend 200 hours in Diablo doing the same thing over and over and over again, because it's all about that next drop. That's all it is. And people are pissed off because, I got to play the same mission over and over and over again. That sucks. But those are the people that didn't realize what the game was supposed to be.
Yeah.
And that's what it is. I mean, Diablo, you have to beat the game 3 times before it even counts. You have to beat it on easy, normal, hard, and then when you get on the last level, that's when it starts becoming the game.
Yeah.
And that's what it is like with Destiny. The game it's pointless. It doesn't matter till 20, and by the time you get to 20, you already beat the story. So that just shows the story's not important. So I liked it because I went into expecting this, and this is what I got. So it fulfilled my desires and what I wanted to come out of it.
Okay. And what maybe something you dislike? I mean, obviously besides the story campaign.
Yeah, nothing really. I like everything. I like the game. I like how I've made a lot more friends on my PlayStation Network just through playing it. And like Saul said, the online community, because they don't let you do too much, it's nice. I mean, like, you can't get a guy in there like dropping N-bombs at you like a 7-year-old kid.
Yeah.
You can't do that. If you don't want him to, boom, he's gone. So yeah. I like that. It's the only online experience on a console that I've ever really enjoyed. And I don't play any of this, the Crucible. That's more Saul. He likes the multiplayer online experience, not me. That's just there for if I need to do it, it's there.
Yeah, you will need to do it because there's a lot of bounties and shit that you need to get in there. The Crucible's fun. It's is that it? Is that
man, that's me.
Okay. I'm really not going to expand too much on why I like the game, mostly because you guys hit all the points that I was going to make. I'll say this. There's been a lot of reviews coming out in the last couple of days, and one of the quotes that stuck with me is, even though I'm bored and enraged at times, I cannot put the controller down.
Yep.
And that describes my personal feeling with the game. I've never been enraged with it, but there's been times where I've thought, like, this is not exciting right now, what I'm doing.
There's got to be more to it.
But I'm just this close. You know what I mean? Like, I'm just this close to leveling this up, so I continue to play. And then, boom, I level that up, and I'm like, okay, let me go to the tower real quick, see what I got. And then I'm this close to leveling that up, so I jump back in and do a strike or go farm something or whatever. And I just can't put it down, which is why tonight I actually have to go to bed because I'm just dragging ass at work. I'm literally just a zombie at work for the first hour.
From Destiny.
Because I want to play, and I've been good. I've been going to bed decent time, but I have to get up now at like 5:45. So, anyways, I just can't put the controller down. And when I do, when I'm at work and I'm thinking about it, like, man, I can't wait to get home and hopefully I can get some shit. You know what I mean? And I haven't even had the same experience as you guys with the online community. I have an online community. I've had people request to play with me. Unfortunately, it's just been at specific times where I can't really do that at that point. But I haven't even needed it yet. I've just been enjoying it. Even just like I was talking about earlier, when I was farming a specific area and then like 10 other dudes were doing the same thing, it was frustrating because I was like, these are my guys. I want to kill them. But at the same time, it was like we all understood why we were there. You know what I mean? We didn't have to talk. It was like we all kind of worked as a team and just killed off these waves of dudes, and we all just knew what was going down. And that's why I kind of like Saul alluded to, where he's talking about people aren't really jerks. And I just think it's because they don't even have the opportunity to be, because we're all doing the same thing.
Yeah, you're all in the same. Your goal isn't to have the highest kills. It's to get that drop. That's the whole point. To get the drops,
to get the cool armor. Check out other people's shit and be like, hey, dude, where'd you get that? How did you get that? Like, that kind of stuff. There's no competitiveness. Even in the Crucible, most people are playing the Crucible not for like achievement hunters and stuff like they're playing it for the bounties and they're playing it for the drops that you get. It's an added bonus that it's PvP, so it's fun and it's a challenge for sure. Because like Saul said, I mean, until you get to that level 20, they say that it's really balanced. I'd have to say that there might be something wrong with the balancing, just because, man, I was getting the floor wiped with me for a long time, and I usually can pick those up pretty quickly, and then I kind of got to where I was middle of the road, top of starting to get up there, but it does take a while. Like Saul, you said that. Your friends you were playing with were quitting because they sucked. They didn't want to put in the time to.
I know who those friends are.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the truth, right? I mean, they just didn't want to deal with it.
Yeah, they kept playing, but yeah, at first they were like, I don't know, I like that. Gotta keep
I don't know,
playing, bro.
So I had the same likes as you. I won't really harp on that too much because I'll just be repeating what everybody said, but. I love the game. I love that you can go back onto Earth. You could put it on hard, and you're going to find different loot chests, and all your drops are going to be to your level. That part of it I really love. So even if I go kill some dregs, even if it's on normal or easy, I'm still going to get rare and uncommon loot drops all the time because they drop to your level, which is really cool. So let's get into our versus topic today, which is, again, about Destiny. And I won. I don't know if you guys can remember that far back. Even though our botched episode last week that just never came to be. So I changed it. I did ask these guys last week what their favorite weapon of all time was. I tweaked that a little bit. And we're going to do the versus topic is going to be Destiny's best weapon. But the real thing is, why is it the best? Convince me that that's the best weapon, because the why is going to win it for you.
versus.
So, Rick, you can go ahead and go first.
I'm gonna pass it on to Saul. I want to hear Saul's first. I already know mine.
I don't know if you can pass.
Okay. I won't
'cause
pass then.
No, no, you can go ahead and do that. The judge will allow it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Only if Saul's ready, though.
Yeah,
Saul, are
I'm
you
fine.
ready?
Yeah.
All right.
Specifically, or just in general?
Which weapon do you like the best? Like, do you use
Shotgun.
even in single player?
Shotgun.
You're a
Shotgun,
Titan, though, right?
Yeah, shotgun secondary.
All right, give me why.
Usually it doesn't matter. Like, first I'll use my primary. But when it gets ugly and people start running towards you, and this isn't just, the regular open world games, you got to shoot them. You got to take them out quick. A lot of them are bosses. And with the shotgun, you shoot them twice, you hit them once, and they're done. And it's that simple. And if you didn't get them on that first hit, you can juke them out and hit them in the back of the head, and they're done. And when you play in the Crucible, you're not going to win unless you have a shotgun or a hand cannon. So in both environments, it's a necessity. I mean, sometimes I will switch to a sniper rifle when there's faraway targets that are too strong. But for the most part, I'm rocking the shotgun in Crucible and the regular playing.
Okay, because you're right. The enemies do run at you a lot of the times, and you do find yourself trying to have to melee. And especially, like, I used to play with a scout rifle all the time, and that was screwing me up because if you're not aiming down sights, it's really hard.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The scout rifle's useless without aiming down the sights.
Yeah, exactly. So that's good logic because there's a lot of times where you get into the situations where there's a lot of yellow dudes running at you, yellow bars, and if you don't hop, skip, and jump away, you got to pull out that big artillery.
Yep.
Rick, go ahead.
My personal favorite weapon is the knife, the hunter's knife. It's just so overpowered. Those, the guys that just charge at you just to jump on you, if you don't have to even shoot them. You just stand there, and as soon as they jump, you knife. As soon as they jump, you knife. They never touch you. And then you can knife a guy from like 10 feet away without even throwing it. And then you can throw it, and if if the level's similar between the baddies and you, it's a one-shot kill. So, I mean, it's such a beast thing. And a lot of people are saying that the hunters are overpowered because of that knife. And I just love it. I get half my kills are melee kills. Because that thing just is so beast. And like I said, you don't even have to be. The guy doesn't have to be on you. You can just hit him from like 10 feet away.
Have you used Blade Dancer yet?
Blade Dancer is so OP. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, I just unlocked it, but I was in the middle of like a strike when I unlocked it, so I switched to it, and that was a bad idea. So I immediately switched back because I didn't have grenades or double jump or anything. So I got to just go around and just do some the open world stuff and just level my guy back up on all his abilities.
Yeah, I'm gonna wait on Blade Dancer till I really start leveling everything up a little bit more. But Rick, I love the hunter's knife. Throwing it is it's the coolest thing in the game.
Yeah, it's hard to hit a guy, but if you hit him,
I recorded a clip that I will share with you guys that I hit a Titan on PvP in midair, and it was probably the coolest thing I did since I've gotten this game. However, I'm gonna have to go with the shotgun, and the reason is, Rick, because once you do level up or once you go on these harder strike missions, and in PvP, that knife isn't so OP anymore. That shit is hard.
Yeah.
Like, you can actually stab a dreg, and you have to stab him 3 times, which really fucks you up because he's meleeing you, and his other dudes are running at you at the same time.
Yeah. All right.
So I do love the hunter's knife, and you'll see why once you get up to that 20 and you start doing those harder things. That I do like Saul's strategy better by using the shotgun first, then going to the melee.
Yeah.
It's just, and which is a very Halo thing to do, by the way.
Oh yeah, you shoot the shields down and then you
shoot the shields down and you do the melee. So the winner is Saul in his shotgun.
Yay!
Shoddy too hotty.
Mm-hmm. Shoddy snipers. Just had to throw that in there.
Good shit.
So, the shotgun wins. And then we're gonna just jump right into our third segment because we're running low on time here. Mr. Saul, he's got to go do his homework. What kind of homework is it?
I gotta write something about what kind of technology I would use to help old people better understand computers.
Entagrams, bro. Drop those entagrams. People can pick them up. And it's like, oh, this is how you do it? See, when you go to the Cryptarch with those engrams, they're like PDF files. They're just help files for old grandpas to read.
Oh, man.
I had to go to my grandfather's house the other day and fix his computer. It was a Java issue.
All that porn.
That's why I always say I don't know nothing about computers.
Yeah. It's too late for me.
Yeah, it's too late for you, definitely.
That's kind of like your job.
As soon as I moved back home, it was like...
Computer guy's back in town.
Yeah. Grandson. That's our IT man.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to do our round of applause. Yeah. Yay! And it's gotta be Bungie. Bungie gets the round of applause because you know what? They've already made all their money back.
Yay!
It didn't even $500 million for the whole Destiny campaign, and they've already made it back on the first game.
You gotta look at
for breakfast.
Yeah,
you eat pieces of shit for breakfast.
you gotta look at it. The fact that Bungie has nothing going on right now but Destiny, and they are a huge developer, so there should be a lot of shit coming out for this game.
They're all in on it, and I swear to God, I know you guys can tell me when I'm wrong, and I will eat that crow. I'll eat it with jam.
Damn.
Because I know that this game we've only touched the tip. That's what she said.
That's it, baby.
It's a cool game. You should play it. Yeah, so I just think that we're only just tip of the iceberg on this game. Even this first game, I just don't think like you said, Saul, you've heard that you could just keep going up with the light, after that level 20 and then creating new characters. Like I'm actually very excited when I do get Shiki this game, if he does play it. I am going to probably start a new character over when he starts. I'll continue to play with my hunter and try and upgrade, but I'll probably start a new character and we'll just go through the campaign. And I think I'm going to give Warlock a try, but I do want to get some Titan because those Crucible armor for the Titan, that shit looks so...
Yeah, it does.
You can have furs!
That's insane.
That's cool.
Like, that's really cool. But I did join a faction, so I'm no longer with my hunter. I'm no longer going to get Crucible marks unless I take off my cloak. I will get the faction. Do you guys know how that works?
No.
Yeah.
So if you join a faction, Saul, Dead Orbit, Future War Cult, or New Monarchy, instead of getting Vanguard points and Crucible marks, you get the faction marks and the faction points. So
who's got better swag?
They all have pretty much the same. It's really like they have ideals. You can go out there and read like what their ideals, whatever. But New Monarchy is red and white. Plus, I'm always the Monarch, so it just kind of fits.
Yeah.
And I don't know. It's pretty cool. They all have a little different stuff and weapons. They all have different kind of weapons. So you got to see, but the Crucible gear is actually cool too. So. But you can join a faction, and then if you want to get Crucible marks instead of your faction marks, you just switch to a different cloak or band or whatever, and you won't get the faction marks. You'll actually get the Crucible marks. So you can go back and forth, which is cool. It means you're not locked in. So let's wrap this show up, guys. Appreciate you guys coming around and listening. Any final thoughts, any last things you want to say about Destiny, the time you've been having, or something cool you did, or anything like that?
I heard it's coming out for the PC.
No, I don't want to talk about it.
This guy's salty.
I am salty. It's just they conned me into buying it twice, those motherfuckers. But
I don't know. The PS4 is so powerful.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, so I just want to again touch on what Saul said. We have a clan out there. Join it. We're always looking for more people to play with. Look it up on Bungie.net. It's under KGK. And we hope to see you on there.
Yes, come fight with us through the gates of Valhalla. So let's just plug that real quick because we've got a couple things going on, guys. Gaming on Thrones. We have a Facebook group. It's open to anybody. We just talk about games. We talk about news. We just whatever. You can throw anything in there. You can throw a clip of Anchorman and give us a laugh. Like, it doesn't matter. It's just a gaming community, and everybody seems really cool in there. everybody can post stuff. So if you have a story no one's talking about, and you want to talk about it, post it in there. Let's talk about it. And for our friends that are already, in the group, yeah, guys, join our clans, join the groups. We have the KGK group, which is our clan. The KGK group's actually alliance with the Gaming on Thrones group, which is currently only 2 members, which is kind of funny because there's 3 of us that do this podcast. So, we want to fill those 2 groups up. We want to play with you guys. We want to hear from you guys. Like I said, we usually play games solo, but I think we're going to open ourselves up. Saul's been doing that a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I met a lot of cool people.
Yeah, so come on, jump on. If you guys got an Xbox One, jump on, play with me. Invite me to play. If I'm there, I'll play. Usually, I think we all kind of play at night usually, but yeah, I know Saul, this guy somehow gets off work at a good time. So sometimes he's on during the day. So yeah, check us out. We're on YouTube. I post a podcast in the group page. Check us out again on Rated M, the gaming network. There's a lot of cool people on there, a lot of good podcasts. Check it out. Drew Freeman does his blog on there, and it's good stuff. So appreciate you guys listening. Hopefully we will be back for you from now on Sundays.
Yes.
Sunday.
Monster truck rallies and ass kicking with bubble gum in our mouths.
Yeah.
And if we're all out of bubble gum, then we'll just chew mints because, people have bad breath.
Yeah.
Made no sense.
Go
God
for
dang
it.
Yeah.
Look
away, roll back the tape.
Yeah. Can you guys cut that? Can you cut that? So yeah, we're going to be posting. I'll post a show on Mondays, hopefully every time. So hopefully it'll be uniform for you guys every Sunday night. Yeah, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys around. And remember, Crusaders, just game on.
See you guys.
See ya.